I'm in the limelight cause I rhyme tight. Time to get paid, blow up like the world trade. And if you don't know, now you know. Born sinner, the opposite of a winner. Remember when I used to eat sardines for dinner? Used to raw G's, Lucy beef with the freak. Spread love, it's the Brooklyn way. Funk master flex love. And if you don't know, now you know. Star ski. I'm blowing up like you thought I would. Call the trick, same number, same hood. It's all good. It was all a dream.
Watch this.
And if you don't know, now you know. And if you don't know, now you know. All the dangerous. Operation fight one. What you gonna do? Fight or run? All the dangerous. All the dangerous. Fight or run? Dangerous. Label us, no phobia, no phobia. Ain't too many kids banded us.
What up, banditos? We are live. We are live. What is cracking? Sorry, I got the wrong thing going on here. Let me figure out what I need to put on. What are you? Off. There we go. Sorry about that. What's up? Sorry, I was doing some editing. Starting a little bit late. I'm doing a video for you guys in the morning. And I got some cool creative assets for you as well that I think will help you with Paradise Lost. I'm creating them. Like more maps, some maps for the new players who are looking for, what is it? What is this weapon called? The Ouroboros. But also it's actually good content. You know what I mean? Paradise Lost is fun. It's about getting a good group. I haven't done it in quite a bit. So I don't know how easy that is nowadays, but after you watch tomorrow's video, your brain is gonna pop right out of your fucking skull. Okay? Because this dude that I'm doing a reaction vid to does it solo, and it kind of opens your mind about maybe some better ways to do it in group too. So anyways, what we're doing today is XP, not XP. Today we're doing exotic farming, and the objective is simple. How many exotics can we get in a single session? And I think it's gonna be a lot. What up, Skymate? Action Jackson. Squad Sick Jim, Azrael, what up, everybody? Cody, back for more. Destroyer of Words. What up, GTO? Good to see you back. Pips, what up, man? Mr. War, everybody. So it's going to require a little bit of prep, but not much, because we're going to be doing it on, as you can see here on my map, on normal mode. Because a lot of the XP farms, I'm sorry, I keep saying that, sorry. The exotic farms don't require a difficulty. So if it's about speed, then why don't we drop down a level, right? So the daily project, 1 exotic component. The weekly project is 3 exotic components, 5 SHD calibrations. No, thank you, Reaper. Appreciate it. I got an agenda today. And then we got the weekly summit, which is an exotic cache, SHD requisition, exotic cache. See, all of these have nothing to do with what level you're playing on as far as difficulty. And then we have the summer event, of course, and that's basic. And then this one with daily project supply recovery, if you want to go to the dark zone. It's not that big of a deal. And then on top of that, we have, what am I looking for? Priority objectives. So priority objectives give you exotics too, and again, don't require a particular difficulty. So here we don't have any exotics, so we would re-roll until we get one. Now, to make this even more efficient, you want to have all of your characters available. The good news is that it now only takes 15 minutes to create a mule. And then that's going to give you access to more projects. Now, the downside is that your other characters aren't going to be leveled up. But your build is. And since you're playing on normal difficulty, it won't matter. So what we're going to do, the prep work, is to create the loadout and then duplicate the loadout on every character so that you can transfer the loadout from one character to the next. I'll show you how to do that. It's been a while since I've done it. First, let's see. First, your stash has to be working. which mine is. Okay. So your stash has to be working. That's been a thing lately, right? So make sure your build is saved. I should have this saved somewhere here. Is it supposed to be that one? I'll just save it at the bottom. Okay, so it's saved. So now you got to put on a different build that doesn't use any of the same parts. Okay, so we can just use this one. It doesn't matter what the other build is. It's just so that you can transfer off everything. And then I think you have to go into your stash and then the inventory and then select that loadout here. Yeah, so here's the loadout. And then you go options, I think, and then send to stash. See that? So cool. So it's all in the stash, except for some reason the weapon didn't go. I don't know why. Not a big deal, but I like it to go. Send to stash, damn it. It's kind of, it's because it's in my character's hand, but it's not equipped. Right? That's stupid. I mean, I could transfer it manually, but it's just stupid. Okay, anyways. So let's go in here and let's push the gun over. Cool, simple, right? All right, so then we log out and then we're gonna rebuild that build on another character, save it, push it back into the stash, go to the next character and do it again. So that way, when we switch characters, we can pull the build out, put it back in, pull the build out, put it back in, so that we're not running around with some junk build or creating another build just for the purpose of farming, which always sucks.
Safe area entered.
So I don't have any loadouts saved for this character. So what we're gonna do is, I also don't have any gear. So let me log out again and relog back in. Addison, what's up? Welcome back. Good times. Kingdom. What up, Hard Knocks? Be ready for Tuesday. We have an XP event, so I'll try to post my XP farm build at least by Tuesday morning. The one I'm probably going to feature is the Eminence Armaments one.
Safe area detected.
All right, good. We're good to go now.
Agent requesting
Okay,
backup.
so we had Striker Mask. We had a Cheska chest. So the mods should be equipped still, if I remember it works that way. You only have to do this setup once and then it'll save this process. Okay, so there's a chest and then let's go and get our memento. And the gloves. Help if I remember this right. And then striker down here 2 per chance. It's only 1, so that's good. So I think that's it. So now let's equip. We don't care about the backup weapon or anything, so it could just be whatever. All right, so there's a Lexington. So we need to put on the mods though, apparently. So stability, I only got 15 rounds to unlock that. Optimal range is fine. And then let's go back to the base of operations. Because we got to put on the other armor on kill. The backpack one is the hunter one.
We need reinforcements.
Oh, not this one. I don't know what this one is.
Here you go.
Gila guard,
Best view
maybe?
in the city.
Random?
Come take a look.
Priority objective available, Agent.
So we're just going with gunner. I don't really have any points. So I guess it doesn't really matter which one I run, that's fine. I'll leave it on though, because I probably need to level it up anyways. All right, so memento backpack. Striker gloves. Armor. Striker knees. Quick chance. Striker holster. I think did we not grab this one? Probably didn't. Yeah, I don't think it's anything special, that backpack, unless you were looking at a different one. I did have a different one on my other character. But it was the hunter one that was the all white hunter they were selling. I bought the backpack. It was pretty sick. It's got the axe on it. Okay, so that looks like that's good. What gun is this? I mean, what mag would that be? 5.56. Let's get the extended mag crafted for that. I want to reload all the time if I can.
Should really find time to clean and oil these tools.
Mods.
Don't want them to get rusty.
Mag. It's probably that one. Oh, that's 9mm. There it is. Fix that. Let's not be lazy. And then we're not going to be too picky otherwise, because it's like whatever. These guys are going to be easy to kill. So we've got to save this. So it's all saved. Now what we got to do is put on a random build. Just grab whatever. We got to save that too. So that way you could, because you have to go to a different build to unequip this one. So That makes sense. You can't send it to stash while you're wearing it, which I wish you could. All right, so we got random gear. Good to go. All right. And then we got to save this so that we don't have to do that again. We go here, go to inventory, go here, and we're on this one, options, and we go send to stash. And see, there's retrieve from stash too. So we're going to use that when we want to use that build again. For some reason, the Lexington doesn't like to go over. I think it's special, to be honest with you. Because I notice when I have 0 stash, I'll have one thing in there, and it's the Lexington. It's weird. So I think that happens to be the weapon I chose. Okay, so we're done with that. Five XP starts. I know, it's crazy, right? I feel like we just had a big XP event. Good morning, Ella. Yeah, on Tuesday, it's the big one. The big one.
Safe area entered. Incoming backup request.
So we can just save this build. I should have did that last time. So save whatever random build you have. So we're good. Now we can pick up our stuff. So take that Lexington again. And then the strikers. Cheska. Striker again. There we go. And then the memento. And we'll probably have to do the same thing, craft the mag on this one. And then oops, I want the shield. Hive. And then you want different weapons than what you saved. So I'll just put on the FAMAS and the harvest. Let's go craft that.
Priority objective available.
Of course, it's the one all the way at the bottom. So I'm prepping, NyQuil. I'm prepping real quick for the exotic farm. So what I'm doing is creating one build loadout and then saving the loadout on every character using the exact same pieces, not different pieces. So you can send it to stash and retrieve it from stash from different characters, so that no matter how weak my character is over here, because the specializations aren't leveled up and stuff like that, I still have a fully powered build without having to reassemble it one by one piece. Yeah, a lot of people, it's been a while since I've done this, but it's a real handy little trick. So then I'm going to save it. So it's saved. And then I'm going to put back on the old one, which is just a random shit. And then you'll be able to send to stash, except for the gun apparently. So I have to do that one manually. So, and then I do repeat the process on my final character. Well, so one more to go, and then we're all done.
Entering safe area.
Priority objective available, Agent.
Everything is priced to move.
Bug in the projects? I haven't bid, girl. No. Okay, so this character's only got 9 things. When they don't have very many things, it's a lot easier. What kind of bug is it, Vid Girl?
Agent in need of backup.
What up, Papa? Good to see you back. I mean, I haven't been doing all the projects lately just because I've been busy making videos. What up, boss dog? Okay, let me see. You said the daily 25. Oh, the summer project. Gotcha. I'm still over here, but I'm going to be doing that. I mean, you could just reset it, but yeah, that sucks. Okay, let's try again. Yeah, it sucks. I hate having to do things twice. I don't know why it would do that though. Control points seem to be pretty steady, you know? What do you play on, Vidgar? Are you on PC or PlayStation? Sorry, we're almost done with this, guys. I know it's kind of boring, this part, but we're almost done. It's the last step. You're on PS? Huh. Well, you PlayStation people and all your bugs. I don't know what to tell you. Okay, I think I got everything. So Striker, Cheska, Striker, Memento, Lexington, I guess the Cetar, whatever, and then that's fine. Just random gun. Okay, we're almost done. Shield. Reviver Hive. I don't know if I have any mods. Yeah, I don't have mods. I don't care. Not gonna go worry about that now. Crit damage. Let's take whatever we can get here. Crit, optimal range. Accuracy. Stability. Okay, we will want the bigger mag though. Change the specialization to, yeah, got it. Exit tutorial. So we can level this up. But I feel like I'm gonna end up deleting my characters anyways, so I feel like leveling up my specializations is, I don't know, pointless. Yeah, I like it, Papa. It's a good gun. It is. Talking about the LUD. I was thinking about it, you know, just beyond it being a... God, how do I go back? Oh, you know, it's just a nice way to play, too. To go skillless and go, like, old school, just weapons, you know? Might as well craft the muzzle on this guy. He did. He dropped the LUD in the toilet. Gross. I already created one, man. Yep, I already got it. Legendary approved. It's awesome. Awesome. Okay, I think we're done. So let's save this now. Did I forget to save the first build? I did, like a dork. Okay, but that's saved. So let's put on the caretaker and then the Cetar is fine. Just put on random pieces back on and we'll save that build and then we're out of here. All right, and then we'll open this and then we will options, send to stash. And then we have to manually do the Lexington because it's a dorky gun. You could just not worry about that and do something like this St. Elmo's if you want to. I know I did it a while ago. It's been a couple of weeks. Okay, so let's log out. Going back, and now the farming begins. Let me get you that link. I found it actually worked really well with the Purist as the backup weapon. So, so here's a Purist LUD build coming your way. You know, long range, short range combo, basically. And then I explain how skills come into play. You can still use skills, obviously just on a limited basis, and when and how I use them. Very good gun, yeah. It's always been a good gun. And then they just add that power dump on it. Okay, so now we should be able to go back here. Go to the bottom. And we go options and retrieve from stash. And it didn't work because I bet you we have a stash glitch.
I've got what you want, Agent.
Yep. So we gotta log out and fix that. I don't know why that happens, but it's still happening. We had to ruin the flow division.
Safe area entered.
Okay, let's try now. And then options, retrieve from stash now. Boom. And then I guess we equip. So now we have our build. So we can do that every time we switch characters with the same pieces. Retrieve, send, go to another character, etc., etc. Okay. Get rid of you. Get rid of you. Get rid of you. Handy little trick. Okay, so now I'm going to put on a little timer and just to help guide and see how long it takes. And we're just going to see how many exotics we can get in a single session, and then I'll break out these stats per hour, averages. It's not going to be perfect science because there's so many variables. Oh, Pop, I appreciate you, man.
Ha! That's my boy!
That's my boy. So, the first thing I think that will be best in this chicken scratch outline I have in my head is to go to your priority objectives first, because we always want to take advantage of these. So these are going to be the fastest routes to exotics, and then the projects after that. So we want to re-roll because none of these have exotics. Re-roll. We have an exotic open world item right there, which is perfect. So we're gonna decrypt it. And this is open world, complete an activity in downtown East, and we get one exotic. And see, we can do anything, and we can do it on easy mode, right? No directives, nothing needed. We're just after the exotic. Yeah, well, you can craft them. Sleepy, the deal is, interestingly, is that you can craft them.
Hostile control point detected.
You can craft the holster over and over and over again as an exotic farm. In order to do that, I actually made a video about that a while back. Not a lot of activities here, so I'm just gonna go take this one. If you find a faster activity, just do it, you know? Oh, another good thing to do when you're over here is if you can track on the screen so you know when it completes. It tells you, but it's easy to miss sometimes because you're busy slaughtering enemies.
Reinforcements incoming.
Silver's crushing gear too, by the way.
I'm with you, man.
Heavily armored outpost detected.
Need some help.
There's a box. So now we just got to clean house real quick. Oh, hold on. Let me hide before I do this.
Hey, Agent.
Because we need a screenshot of my exotics. Resources, down to exotics. We need a count. 434. Let's take a screenshot of that. Grabbed it. All right. So we need the guy with the cone on his head. You.
Incoming hostiles.
So the
detected.
downside of control points is an activity. I guess we're gonna have to finish both sides of it. Capture if we can. But as you can see, they're really fast in normal mode. So what's another 30 seconds?
Hostile detected.
But definitely faster than fucking Countdown, right? Countdown takes 15 minutes. The Countdown's not trash. It's still a good route because you're getting other things too, like here. And so I'd still integrate it, but I'd probably pace my Countdown down less priority, if that makes sense. But it's good for like mod farming.
Is that the last one? Good work, everyone. Keep good.
Oh, I'm not in downtown east. Well, that's the fucking problem. I was thinking east small. I'm sorry, I'm an idiot. I'm an idiot. Fuck. Why did somebody say something? You probably did. Oh, anti. You told me. Thank you. I'm an idiot.
Supply room access
Sorry.
unlocked.
Okay, well, I'm a dork. It's hard to catch all your wonderful comments. Resetting the timer. Here we go again. Wanted me to go the long way, huh? So we got a faster activity here, so let's just go and do that.
Asshole! You just killed the truth!
Hostile control point nearby.
Seeing all these people on the map. Oh,
Detecting additional hostile contacts.
just standing there pointing at nothing. Got it.
Incoming backup request.
There's a lot of these fucks. I don't know who's my objective and who isn't. Guess what? No, I do that a lot. Anti-demon. I do that a lot. Just going too quick, you know.
Hey, just want to say
There it is. And it's a pestilence. And look at the rolls on it, right? I mean, that's a normal mode. Saw Mark Gibbons donations.
High
But that's
threat
crazy.
enemy patrol
Okay, so-
detected.
And we get some other junk. Let's do it again. I mean, it's not even that much chance based, which is crazy, right? I mean, this is, but so we do hope to get the summit. awesome. So the summit is great. The summit is great because that's 2 birds, 1 stone, right? So the project and the summit, any difficulty, exotic 15 floors. So we want to make progress on the summit throughout. So 3 floors at a time, if that makes sense. Oh, dude, get off.
Immediate medical assistance needed.
What the fuck?
Agent incapacitated.
It's like a whole fucking army back here. Jesus Christ. This is normal mode? What's going on? Get out of here. I'm trying to go somewhere.
We need you to secure a skyscraper. This may take a while. Hope you cleared your schedule.
Is the on a new character, do you have the project for the I think you might, right? Sorry, I'm forgetting the word. The capacitor. Is that still a project over here? Oh, well, I'm on my main character now, but so I shouldn't worry about it. But when I switch characters, we need to see. Change settings. Directives. Turn these off. I'm not doing XP. Of course, you could do this all on heroic if you want to. If you're, the reality is for most late stage players, we're not exotic farming that much or XP farming that much. We do, right? We sprinkle it in, but it becomes a point where exotic components just become a maintenance thing. So you're just kind of maintaining. So, you know, I'll do my priority objectives from time to time on heroic.
Shape tech detected.
If it's a convenient one, and if it's not, I'll just skip it. No biggie. You know what I mean? No pressure.
Hostile incinerators detected.
I think the devs, I mean, I'm really curious myself to see how this works out because I think the devs have done a really good job on getting exotics sprinkled throughout the game, and they don't do a very good job of really telling us. They kind of leave it for us to figure that out. And so we complain about how expensive the expertise system is, and it is expensive, but they have given us some solutions. But I don't know, have you guys done the latest calculations on what it takes to get your any weapon to level 30? It's crazy. It's 90 exotics now. 90 SHD calibrations. That's a ton. That's a ton. While you're in here, it's probably worth setting your targeted loot just to mods and then deconstructing it. Those mods. Little printer filament. I actually need protective fabric. That's an annoying thing to run out of. Yeah, the summit's got a lot of potential that's left on the table. When it first came out, you know, it was fun to come in here with a full squad and hit up legendary. It would be a challenge, a pain in the ass. It was tough.
Nearby hostage situation.
And then that got old real quick. Environment plays a big role. I think it's a big deal for games, you know? And being stuck in a skyscraper with no windows is a bad idea. I mean, and most of these are like back rooms too, right? Which is always made me wonder too. Why is it all under construction? Because it was never finished? Maybe, right? Maybe that's the lore. But there's a couple of rooms that are actual offices, and those do feel a little bit better. Especially the Merit Estate office. That one's a nice little vibe to it. But the rest of it is just this, like, who worked here? I feel sorry for him. Oh, this reminds me, we needed to pin that project. That didn't save. Awesome.
Holy crap! More blood on your hands. Shit, they're on you! Not scared. No second chances! No more presidents!
Second floor. One more. Toby. Yeah. The HR dude. I'm using the Lexington. You know, it might be better to use an SMG. Less reloading. Faster reloading.
Shade tech detected. Detected.
I'll kill you.
I'm gonna make you bleed!
Yeah, field recon data. I think it's 60 or is it 120? I have it all written down somewhere.
Let's go!
Right on breach. Yeah, things take time to pick up. People get back in the game and then they realize they want to start doing the activities again. We got to get people into
Target approaching.
picking up the raids and stuff. I'm personally not a huge raider, but a lot of people get into that, do it over and over again. I enjoy Paradise Lost though. And then I don't. No, you know what the worst part that I about raids and all of that is it's the coordination part. You know, be there, be here, be at this exact time. It's not why a lot of us sign up to play video games, to be on at an exact hour. You know what I mean? It's like, I want to play video games when I want to play video games. I don't want to be prescribed to a certain hour, so there it is. And it's a diamond bag. Yay, yippee.
Agent, priority objective available.
So let's look at the quality of this one. Really good quality. On normal mode, right? The point is, it doesn't matter. Okay, we'll go here. Priority objectives. Let's see what we got next. Open world, awesome, right? So decrypt it. And foggy bottom. Oops, keep forgetting to track. Track. Go here. Return to Washington, D.C. And so we'll keep making miniature progress. Yeah, 3 floors at a time. We'll go back for that summit project throughout this session. I mean, you could push through it if you want to, but I'm gonna wait until I get the summit project again.
Entering safe
And there's also a descent one, which I don't know if I'm gonna do that, but just any activity. I mean, damn, right? So it's just a matter of like, what's closest to your fast travel point? Nothing, apparently. This place sucks when it comes to fast travel points. It's just... Oh, VidGirl, that's the video I'm doing a review on tomorrow. Yeah, his name is he's got a it's Japanese, right? I forget what it is. But yeah. Insane. It blew my mind. I mean, it's crazy it's one thing to see somebody finishing it, and then when you kind of break it down and kind of slow your mind and watch the details of certain things, like, whoa, what did he just do there? And you rewind that part and you're like, wow, how did he figure that out? You know what I mean? And I'm wondering how he figured it out, because he's using a hardcore character. I guess maybe he did it a couple of times on a regular character. That's my guess, right? So if it looks like, you know, I'm slaughtering them, it's because I am, because I'm playing kitty mode. So it makes me look really strong. And it is a strong build. It's one of the strongest, but it looks even better in this. Okay, and we got the shocker punch, which is a great one. So in the same amount of time that you can run one countdown run, we've gotten 3 exotics, and that was including 3 floors on the summit, which is one of the slower ones. So that's saying something. This high quality gear on normal mode, huh? I need the materials, so that's good. Okay, so we go here, here, priority objectives. So we got an exotic and a mission. Decrypt. Yes, we want to do missions. Which one is it? The art museum. Oh, didn't it just say exotic? That's weird. I swear it said exotic there. So we don't like any of those. Activity. So it might send us back to the summit or good. So back to the summit. That's what we wanted. The other option is it sends you down to descent, which is also slow. You did? You saw that ghost? The hell? Makes me think I'm losing my mind.
We need you to secure a skyscraper. This may take a while. Hope you cleared your schedule.
Destroyer? No, it was Paradise Lost. Which is, yeah, maybe the same thing. What up, Mr. Died Again Gaming, bro? Hey, thanks for your help yesterday. Was that yesterday? Yeah, man. Appreciate the tips. I've been thinking about it today. I'm a little on the fence, you know, on if I want to do another video on Kenley College. I mean, from an XP perspective, it does work out, and I think it's good for people to know that. And then on the other hand, I'm like, it's the side of it breaks the fucking game part that's like, oh man, that could be bad news too. You know what I mean? What are your thoughts on that? Or what's everybody's thoughts on that? I mean, basically what I've learned, and what you knew obviously, is you know you're doing it right when you're breaking the server, right? And I'm like, fuck. I mean, that's funny and all, but the reality is like, yeah. I mean, a little torn. Oh! A bad place to stand. Well, it's just that, you know, the more people that learn about it, right, and the more server problem potential. And then when the game is fucking breaking across the entire fucking game because Kenley College is busy. You've seen that before, right? That happened several weeks ago. And they were having like they were trying to patch the servers and stuff like that. And somebody was like, yeah, everybody's doing Kenley College. Now, I've known about Kenley College for a long time as far as XP farm. I just never did it.
Let's do this.
I mean, and I don't really know if the server fiasco actually had anything to do with Kenley. I mean, that's what some players were saying, which there's no way for them to really know either, you know? But it does make you wonder when you're in there and the server is lagging that fucking hard that you can't. I mean, that never happens to me in game, you know? That never happens to me anywhere in the game. And so that's the only time I've seen that happen. And I'm sure you could do that other places. But even when we were farming the summit floor 10, it didn't do that. And so maybe that's just a shitty server, whatever, you know? But I don't know. It has me thinking.
Server terminal detected.
Yeah, I didn't play SHD Exposed. I haven't been doing the projects. Is it doing that over there too? Yeah. I mean, so maybe it's not. Maybe it's not just Kenley. Maybe it happens to be doing it when I'm the one time I'm over there, right? Yeah, I did a Pecan Street. Full review on it and everything. I ended up running the Ninja Bike knee pads on it, believe it or not. Like the one and only time I did that. Because you can maintain the 180 rounds indefinitely. If you care to do that, which I did. Because I was like, well, why else am I running this weapon? Like, you know what I mean? Like, I don't want a variable mag. I was like, you know, I want that peak 180 on the strongest SMG and LMG in the game. You know what I mean? That's why I'm doing it. You know, I was like, because if I'm gonna run an LMG with 50 rounds, then I'll just run one with the damage down. You know what I mean? So I was like, so if I'm gonna run the Pecan, I'm gonna peak that mag and hold it. And it works out pretty well because LMGs are play from cover gameplay style anyways. You know what I mean? So I really enjoyed it. And then you can run it with leadership on your backpack. I'm not sure what I did other than that. I don't remember anymore. I think I just deleted it too. Because I needed room on my loadouts. Did I run? I think I ran negotiators. Yeah. Harvest more meat from that mag. Did the project get done? Yes. Mosquito. I don't think I grabbed the key. I never grabbed it.
Priority objective available, Agent.
Okay. So we don't have a reroll. So let's head back to Washington, D.C. And let's put the old switching characters to the try.
Safe area detected.
Everything.
So I don't have a reroll, so we need some time on that. Oh wait, there's another way to do it, I think. But I think I have an abandoned already. But let's try this one. An abandoned. Yeah, so I have to wait 49 minutes. That's fine. So what we're gonna do is go here, and then equip a random build that's not using anything. Like that one. And then we want to take this, options, send to stash, and then the gun we gotta do manually because it's dumb. All right, and then log out. Oxy, what up? Go to character number 2. Yeah, I saw the Dark Winters for sale. That's a rare beast to see for sale. How nice.
Agent, we need you back in New York.
Yeah, Hawk, I
Clear
remember that about the
Brooklyn.
Anderson
We
mission.
need
I remember that.
Come over here.
Entering safe area.
Equip. Here it is. So we got the build. All right, now priority objectives on this character. We got a new set. Open world Manhattan. Should we do it? I guess. Complete an activity in 2 bridges. It changed. It changed. Should we test that? Oh man, that's weird. Should we go test that? And no, I don't trust it. Okay, open world. That's another one. It did it again. Okay, well, we gotta go check. I don't know what that's about. Let's go. That's a fucking annoying bug. Okay, that was financial district, right? Yeah, 2 in a row. Fuck. You think? Oh, really, Grandpa? Grandpa's saying it's still being
We got a
exotic.
distress
Okay.
call from an Agent Hoskins. Bell is ready to take you to Brooklyn.
Complete an activity in financial district. All right, so find something here. I'm in a financial district, right? Well, it looks like it. Let's double check. Yeah. I don't come to Manhattan enough. I'm starting to forget. Tux never forgets. Oh, I hate this one's on the roof somewhere, right? Oh, I think it's around the corner.
Detecting additional hostile contacts. Ski detecting.
Weird, weird. Come on, exotic. Come on, baby. There it is. Scorpio. Okay, so now we know. Thanks, Grandpa. We wasted a reroll, though, figuring that out. All right. Open world, Washington, D.C. Decrypt. Judiciary Square. Says unmarked supply there, too. Fucking with my emotions. Damn you, squad. The downside of playing it on normal is there's not a lot of activities. Let's go over here. Come on out, big boy. You got a pretty mouth. Done. Imperial Dynasty.
Incoming hostiles detected.
Priority objective available.
All right. Let's see if we have enough resources to donate. Need some water, probably. A little bit of water. All right. Countdown. 2 countdown objectives. All right. I guess. I mean, these take 15 minutes.
Agent, Lewis's last known location was at the lab. Got word there's a Black Tusk hovercraft on their way to the plant. You need to recover Lewis and signal Torres for extraction.
Matchmaking? Difficulty? Challenge.
Agent in need of backup.
Oh, wait. Do I have to go to the helicopter for this? Fuck. All right.
We need reinforcements.
Agent, we got
Well,
a
you should
distress
actually
call from
do
an
from
Agent
menu up here, okay.
Hoskins. Bell is
Match
ready to take you to
make.
Brooklyn.
Countdown. Challenging.
You have received an invite to another agent's group. You are now in a group.
I was in the wrong circle. All right. Let's see how many credits we got too. So we got a little bit. So we'll buy a bunch. Oh, we're starting. Here we go.
Communication relay offline.
The True Sons have triggered a lockdown at the plant. They've been taking over infrastructure to lend legitimacy to their cause. If they control the power, they
What should we
control
set it to?
this
Assault
region.
rifles? What do you guys do? Masks? For a chance
We
at
need
an
to restrict
exotic.
access and secure the nuclear waste.
Reactor unstable. Emergency lockdown protocols activated. 15 minutes lockdown.
LMGs? All right.
Commence operational lockdown procedures.
You do gloves? Hey, Dragon, have you seen the Exodus gloves drop? I thought I have. Really? The vial's been evading you? You didn't, huh?
System breach initiated.
I thought I did, but it could have just been a wet dream. Because people ask if they can get them this season, and I know last season they weren't dropping the loot pool. Yeah, a lot of people have trouble with the catharsis too. I mean, I hear that from past seasons.
System restored.
If I had the LUT, I'd be running it.
Shade tech detected.
The ninja bike knees. Yeah, they don't drop very often. You're right. There's some weapons that are like that, you know? Or gear.
Hostile incinerator turret detected. Hostile sniper turret detected. Hostile assault turret detected.
That was the caretaker. It sounds horrible too.
High-risk target approaching.
We don't have the floor is lava in here. No, we're protected.
Gotta fall back! Fuck! I need some covering fire!
Area secure.
There's one. Yeah, I want those turmoil knee pads to be fixed and dropping also. I mean, I want to be able to put headshot damage on those things. But I want them to drop so we can make builds around them. I don't like making builds with things that people can't get, you know? Just makes me feel bad. This one.
Minutes to lockdown. Evacuate the facility.
Follow all lockdown safety protocols.
An agent needs assistance.
You know what I worry about is our price of hardware for gaming. All this terrible shit going on. I'm not having to buy anything right now, but I'm wondering, like, in a year. Fuck. Anybody else thinking about that? Anybody else felt the impact of the tariffs on their gaming? I mean, we're seeing weird shit, right? Everybody's just like, people talking about, yeah, we're gonna do $80 games. Because you will. You want it, you'll make it happen. $80 games.
Data transfer halted. High-risk target approaching.
Fuck. I don't want to pay $80 for a game. Do you guys? Sounds like a horrible idea. Jesus. You know? But what are you gonna do? What are you gonna do though, Seb? I mean, I don't want to either, but if it's a game you love, it fucking sucks, right?
You can access the waste area.
Like I got one game I love and it's $80 fucking dollars, right?
Before you come back to base.
I mean, it does put you in a pickle. There we are. So we're gonna see this one through though. Exodus gloves! Exodus gloves! Exodus gloves! And they're almost god rolled. Might be better than the ones I have. We were just fucking talking about it.
Agent, priority objective available.
It's insane. Then you don't love it anymore? Oh, that's tough, right? That's tough. You know, I get it. I get it.
Agent, you've reached the waste area.
I mean, like, from a justification point, like, you get the $80 back if it's a really good game, right? Like, The Division, you know, we put so many hours in this game, you know? Shit, that's like 3 movies, right? That's like 3 theaters. Going to the theater 3 times.
We need to secure that tank and get it back into the sarcophagus.
But it's still crazy high, right? I'm not justifying the price, I'm justifying buying it. If there's a difference. But I just don't feel like that's a good answer for me, you know? For me. Which is like, well, then I don't love it anymore. I'm not going to buy it. I'm not going to buy it. That's just not a good answer. That's just not a solution. You know, I want the game, you know? Wait for it to go on sale, you know? Sometimes it comes down to, a whole, you know, just hurting yourself holding out. That sucks, you know? And the part, like, you know, devs are... We use the word dev, as I do, as a general term, you know? The devs this, the devs that, but you know, the suits are different than the devs. The ones that come up with the price. Like, Yannick was real clear, you know? Like, when he was saying, like, hey, I just make it, when he was talking about the pricing packages, you know? I don't decide how much it's gonna cost.
Now bleed out.
Oh, you were back there. You need to get all aggro on me. Yeah, I don't know. I mean, I'm still thinking it through, obviously. I mean, Borderlands 4 is going to be $80, and that's a game I'm interested in getting into, and I'm not already invested in it personally. But that game looks pretty cool, you know? The Borderlands always looked so decent to me, and I think this one is one of those games designed to pull in more audience, and they've improved some cool things, added some cool things, more open worldness too.
Evacuate the facility. 5 minutes to lockdown.
Great work. Now just seal that bunker and stop exposing your team to not so low doses of radiation.
Ninja Girl! Thanks for the
Target approaching.
membership deal.
Detected at acceptable level.
Congrats to whoever got it. Eduardo. You the man, Eduardo? I mean, maybe that's where you draw the line, but yeah, that sucks. What if I love that game, you know?
Now let's get you out of there. Move to the extraction point. When you're ready to come home, shoot off a flare.
I mean, I think there could be some compromises if they're gonna... I mean, Steam has really got a good little protection program going on, right? Because you can get a refund.
System malfunctioning. Heavily armed hostiles detected.
Shoot off a flare when you're ready for Torres to bring
I'm
you
running
home.
killer. It shouldn't really be running killer.
System back online.
Agent down.
I actually want, don't you? You dick.
Serious trauma detected. System
I don't think you broke my shield. Somehow. Somebody hit that fire. Good job, good job. Oh, there it is.
An agent needs
Oh, I'm
assistance.
fucking
Agent
jammed.
deceased.
That sucks.
Agent
Really?
down.
Agent down. Get out
Oh
of
my
there.
god.
Agent killed. System reactivated.
Wow. That hasn't happened to me in like 15 fucking years.
Agent down.
All right, let's get out of here.
Agent down. Get out of there. Agent, we need you back in New York. Cleaners in Brooklyn. We need reinforcements.
Good to see you, Agent.
Agent, we got a distress call from an Agent Hoskins. Bell is ready to take you to Brooklyn.
Let's see what
Safe
this
area entered.
delivers. BTS using 2 gloves in a row. We need to get some water real quick before we switch characters, that's for sure. So let's re-roll. Exotic, open world, awesome. So we're decrypting. We're getting lucky. Get a lot of mileage. So Constitution Hall, which is this one. Yeah. I was just thinking about it, you know, like the first, you know, I played the first Descendant also. And, you know, some people argue that the game's not too easy, and that's kind of where the game is right now. With their content, you know, like, because it's an open world looter shooter, and I don't think they were anticipating how heavy that community goes when it comes to grinding. And so we grind, and they have these systems that make you really fucking powerful, you know. So you end up really powerful. And so, and then it makes the content really trivial because you're just slaughtering everything. It's fun because you got that power fantasy, but it sucks when the game feels easy. It gets boring, right? We all know that. You want that balance. The
Incoming backup request. Reinforcements incoming.
back by somebody. So I was thinking about it. How does this relate? I was thinking about it because I was like, you know how long it's been since I've died in the first Descendant? Like literally. I mean, in the Division 2, I die all the time, you know. If I never died, I don't know if I'd be playing this game, right? That would be saying something. I mean, look, I'm getting hit on fucking normal mode by somebody who's just ripping through my armor. This is on normal mode. And that person is a mile away. It's those red guys way back there ripping through my armor. So we got the Coyote's mask.
Detecting additional hostile contacts.
Priority objective available, Agent.
I just put on an armor kit, didn't I? Look at my armor. Just insane. You know what I mean? This game isn't easy. We make it look easy, you know, because we've been playing it forever. Okay, so let's re-roll. No exotic. So what we want to do is maybe decrypt this one and then abandon. Oh yeah, we used that already. Okay, so we're gonna have to switch characters, but before we do, let's go down here and get this water and finish this project.
Hostile control point.
Yeah, I was running glass cannon the other day. Was that last night or the night before? Can't remember. And I forgot I was wearing it, so I was playing like I wasn't. And I was like, man, they're hitting really fucking hard today. I was like 3/4 of the way through Tidal Basin before I remembered. Okay, I think that might have all been that we needed. Nope, a little bit more. I don't find a lot of reasons to run glass cannon anymore. But I do think we need more damage talents. Feels dry out there. feel like we only have like 1 or 2, you know? It's like obliterate or obliterate, sometimes spotter, but usually obliterate, and then headhunter. And that's kind of what drives me to headhunter a lot, because we don't have any fucking chest talents, you know? Intimidate's great, but it's not that, you know, that's got uptime considerations depending on the content you're playing and how you're playing it. So it's a little bit everywhere, Dreaded, and that's kind of the thing. Like, the priority objectives is the main farm, but what it's doing is allowing us to overlap it overlaps with the other exotic farms. That's 2 mosquitoes today. So. And by the other exotic farms, I mean like the projects and countdown. So we just did countdown. And even if you don't get a countdown drop, you get countdown credits and you can buy an exotic cache. And then we got the summit project, and and that's with every character, right? So we have 4 characters we can do the summit project on. And so we can use the priority objectives that send you over to the summit so that you can basically get 5, 6 exotics out of the summit project. Because every now and again, the priority objectives are going to send you there to do 3 floors for a free exotic. So every 3 floors, you're getting an exotic on the summit. So that's why you don't just want to go and complete your summit project. And then anyways, but you do want to take down all of these projects, because these are a lot of exotics. The daily one is 1 every day, you know, which is kind of whip-de-doo, but the weekly one is pretty decent, you know? 3 and all that other shit. I mean, that's a big list of shit, though. Yeah, it is a big list. I'm kind of hoping some of the priority objectives tackle these for us also. Okay. So, where are we? Sorry, confused. We are juggling. And then we're switching between characters. So, I can't abandon, right? I got 28 minutes. So, now we can go to our next character. We might even be able to go back to our main. So, what we're going to do here is equip our other build. And then we're going to send this build back to the stash. And then we got to do the weapon. Which is fucking glitched. The stashes. I should just be crushing this. I don't know why I'm not, but... So we'll just maintain that. All right. Logging out. Let's go back to our main real quick and see if he's ready for us. We always have our 3rd and 4th characters. That's a lot of exotics you got there. I got one of those SHD calibrations on deck. I've been meaning to use it. So let's see here. Got 15 minutes on this character. Projects. Did I do my SHD one? I haven't. So let's do this one. We'll go to our fourth character. Oh, you did? They didn't? Those things? They were finicky. Yeah, I was finicky. I didn't worry about it too much. I did it a couple of times and I was like, I'm cool. It's, you know, it takes a lot of time to spend your exotics. That was my whole thing.
Detected.
You know, like I threw away thousands of watch points at the end of the season. When they, you know how you were supposed to spend all your watch points on resources before the season switched over? I'm too busy to do that. You know how long it fucking takes to spend all your watch points? A lot of fucking time.
Priority objective available.
Okay, so projects, let's see how long it takes, how far we are with this one. So we have the water, that's good. No, we didn't, we need more water. Okay. Our objectives are a third character. So none here, so let's reroll. Mission. Kinda don't want to do a mission. Activity. That's okay if it sends us to Washington, D.C. I mean, Summit, sorry. Good, it did. Okay, track on screen. Before we do that, let's go get some Wawa.
Friendly control point detected.
The thing about farming exotics is that even though it's efficient, it's still pretty fucking boring. You know what I mean? But it's good to know it's an option. For new players, it might not be boring. But when you think about, this is what I think, like, you know, this is how I feel about it right now. It's like when you need 90 exotics for one weapon to get to level 30, and that's an exhausting number, right? But then you think, well, new players aren't going to be at level 30 for some fucking time. So it is a marathon, you know, a marathon. And, you know, I guess what I'm trying to say is like there is no hurry on the exotic components, because I try to tell people this because I ran into this problem myself. Like, you know, I never really have taken the expertise system that serious. I was like, it's too grindy. I was like, and it's kind of mediocre damage until you're way up there, and then it's like, you know, every 15 stages it feels pretty good, right? But I was like, it's just not worth me fucking, you know, going to Countdown and farming for supplies for 16 hours. That's just not me, you know? I'm the same thing with like the Kenley College. Like, it's not me. I wouldn't do that really. Even if it is efficient, you know, it's just not my style. Because I want to play the game too while I'm farming. Does that make sense? Like, I'd rather do that. And it's like that in every game. Every grindy system, people grind, you know, to try to avoid it. But it's just like, but what you're doing is so much worse than the fucking grind. Like, we had one that's like in the first Descendant, it was called the Bunny Cave, where you literally ran against the wall, literally, over and over again for hours. And by doing that, you were killing enemies on the other side of the wall because of your skills. And it was just like, it was spawn killing, basically. And you were getting all this XP, and you were leveling up they have a proficiency system too. Mastery rank is what they call it. Anyways, it's just like, oh my God, who wants to do that? For 5 hours, people would do that, right? 6 hours every day. It's just like, not worth it. What's the fucking hurry? You know? You know? Mastery rank gives you more stash space and blah, blah, blah. you want to do it. I'm not saying you don't, but you don't want to run your head against the wall for 6 hours, I guess. Right? Centurion Skyward, all right. But it's like that in every game, you know what I mean? It's like that in every game. But my point is, like, with the expertise system, it's just like, I ran into the issue, and everybody will, and they don't realize that they're going to run into this issue until they do. Which is like, so my point is like getting to level 15 is really easy. You don't even have to think about it. And so for people that are grinding to level 15, it's kind of a waste, you know? Because just donate your junk. It's all going to happen passively. Don't even think about it. Just donate your junk, you know? And some people say that the donate junk button doesn't work, but I think they just don't realize there's no confirmation on the donation. It just happens. Some things get donated, some things don't.
This may take a while.
You know, and what doesn't, you crush, right? And that's based on what you have left to be donated to. Anyways, it's... So what ends up happening is that you get leveled up, and then I was just like, you know what, fuck it, I'm just gonna, you know, I was like level 20 or something, 25 or something like that. Organically. Like, I didn't even try to get there. And then, because I just wasn't gonna do it. It was my little rebellious self. And then at some point, I was just like, you know what, I got all these fucking watch points. I'm not spending them, fuck it. You know, so I just went through and I just dumped all my printer filament, made a couple of mules. You guys probably saw me do it. Did it on the live stream. Made a couple of mules, dumped all my points, and crushed the mules. You know, it was just, it's like, I just can get this over with, so I never have to worry about it. That was my motivation. You know, I was just like, I just don't want to worry about it anymore. And so I got to level 30, or 28 at the time, whatever it was. And then from there, it's just been maintenance. But what ended up happening, I was like, okay, well, I'm there. Let's go peek out a couple of weapons. What ends up happening is you end up running out of the most basic resources that you cannot buy or you cannot really farm. I mean, the devs have really thought this through, man. The system through. There really isn't a shortcut, you know? Because you get there, wherever there is, max expertise, and then you realize, oh shit, there's a whole nother grind. Well, there's a system that prevents you from really getting up there, right? And so, even if you got a 999 million exotics, you're still gonna run into this block. And what the block is the stupidest block ever. It ends up being your receiver components and protective fabric. Something you don't even fucking think about, right? You probably don't even know what I'm talking about if you're new to the game. Yeah, you don't think about that resource because you never farm for it because it comes from just junk. It's just like, I don't want this a junk chest piece, so I'm gonna go ahead and crush it, and you get whatever, protective fabric. And then if it's a weapon, you get receiver components. The problem is that this isn't a resource that drops, or you can buy, or you can craft. And I know what you guys are thinking. Well, you could just go to the store and buy 3,000 pieces of yeah. And that's my point. You know, that's my point. That's the only way to get it. Otherwise, you just gotta play, right? You gotta play. You earn proficiency caches. You earn junk that drops. You delete it because it's really painful. And I tried doing that, standing at the vendor, you know, clearing out your stash space, standing at the vendor, buying 300 chest pieces and deconstructing them, buying 300 chest pieces and deconstructing them for like 5, 6, 13, 12, whatever protective fabric. It's a horrible thing to have to do. It's a horrible thing to have to do. It's just like, wow. And so you run into that, and you have to crush 300 chest pieces just to be able to maybe get one thing, right? Because it requires a lot of protective fabric. So you end up running into those kind of stupid roadblocks at the end after you just dumped fucking forever. Anti-Demon knows what's up. Yeah, so my point is you just dumped forever time and effort into this grind of sitting in some room throwing chems, or, you know, floor 10 or whatever you did, you know, to get there, just to run into another fucking wall, you know. It sucks. It sucks, you know, and it's just like, and that part is really hard to explain to people. You know? It's just like, yeah, I try to kind of sneak it into all of these expertise videos. Like, hey, look, the real fucking grind, you're going to hit this roadblock. You know, you're going to get into this, you're going to run into a security gate, whatever you want to call it. That's puts it to a stop. So you get to level 30 and you're going to find that like you can't even level up one or two, more than 2 weapons, maybe if you're lucky to level 30, maybe a couple. And I have unlimited resources, right? Except for those, because those aren't purchasable. So they've really thought about it. You know, the most common resource is the one that ends up stopping you. And that's fucking crazy. Because we're over here focused on these exotic components. And you're like, all right, I got 999, whatever, right? Exotic components. And then I was like, okay, let's go fucking load up, man. I just spent all this time getting all these exotics. I'm ready. And then you're like, shit, I roadblocked in 2 weapons. Or, you know, something like that. Can't remember what it is. It's something like that. And so the point is, the system's there. I'm not saying ignore it. I don't. But it's just like, yeah, no matter which way you turn, which road you go down, which path you pick, there's just going to be something that gets in your way. There's going to be a roadblock. And so it's like, if you knew all of that in advance, maybe you wouldn't have grinded so hard. And that's where I think, I mean, it's up to you. Maybe you still would. That's cool. You know, everybody enjoys the game their own way, but that's why the knowledge needs to be known up front, so you have a choice, because it does get disappointing. I was disappointed, you know, because you're like, well, fuck, I could have just done it organically and not have spent my resources, or you know, everything takes time. Going through, pressing that button, I think it's 10 times per proficiency level. And there's 10 levels. So that's 100 button presses, okay, to use your printer filament to level up a weapon fully proficient. 100 button presses per weapon.
Terminal and hostile.
So, I mean, so imagine doing that. You're like, okay, well, you know, I'm rich as fuck now. I got all my resources. Let's go ahead and level up all our weapons. And be like, in order to do that, I got to get everything proficient. I got 50 things I got to get proficient. You know, all that button pressing. You're just sitting there. You're just sitting there pressing buttons, you know?
Can't be.
Over and over. It doesn't feel like you're playing the game. And that's what the grind does to you. And you're right. And then, which is fine. You do it. You say, I do what I have to do. This is going to be powerful. And then you're like, oh, I can only do one weapon at the end of the day because I ran out of protective fabric. It's crazy. That's crazy, you know? And the thing is, though, it is slow to get protective fabric. Like, let's see. I think is that a shared resource or is it independent? I don't remember, actually. I think it's a shared resource. Anyways, I'm building it back up because I just ran out of it. When I was, the other day, we were crafting a build and I ran out of this because of, you know what else eats it? Is, what is it called? Optimization eats a shitload of this stuff. These two things. That drains these two. Is it shared? Yeah. That's good. And then weaves and faction shit, yeah. Those things eat it, huh? Eat it! So it's fine. It's fine. You know, it's, you know, but if you knew that up front, if you experienced that, and sometimes you got to touch the fire, right? Then you might pace your resources and your time out around the game. The looter shooters, that's what you do. That's what you do, right? You grind. It's funny, right? You do kind of grind to grind. Because, you know, it's like that in every game. There's never going to be enough content to keep up with your grind. Hey. The blue screen, all right.
Agent, priority objective available.
What do we got? Ooh. Another activity. Let's see if it keeps us in here. Countdown again. All right, guess we're going to countdown. Can I do it from here? Yes.
Invite to another agent's group. Receive. You have joined a group.
And then we got to see. Did we do the SHD project on this one? I'm already forgetting. Projects. Yes. So this one we got only 14 more floors. 12. I got to finish my summer. What's have you got, are we anywhere close to being finished with this? I think it's 7 chains, right? So does that take us to Tuesday?
Communication relay offline.
All right, we're waiting for this thing then.
Outcasts have taken over the power plant. Lockdown procedures have been initiated. Last thing we need is a radioactive green poison. We need to remove
I think
the virus
countdown
from the control
credits
servers and restore comms.
are shared too. Either way, so we go in here. We're gonna pick this back to
Reactor
LEGs like we did
unstable.
last time. Just
Emergency
'cause, why not?
lockdown protocols activated. 15 minutes lockdown.
Trojan virus detected. Safety protocols activated.
It's kind of nice that it swings you through countdown. I kind of like it. It changes it up for one. Number two, you get the credits, and so you're gonna get an exotic. You get 2. It takes longer, but so it's 2 exotics in 15 minutes, possibly 3 if you get real lucky, right? Or get real unlucky and not fucking finish, which is irritating for me. That was, I guess, my bad. My character, I gotta remember that I'm not running on my main character.
An agent needs assistance.
I don't even know if I... So the specialization is under... What else matters? The build's fine. The watches are linked now, so I don't have to worry about that, right? He doesn't have that on. Oh, these aren't assigned. Yeah. So there's that. That's why. Oh shit, I can't get out of here. That's why I need to go through and complete these watches. You got to remember that as part of your prep. I'm not gonna do it. Hey Reaper, how was your title run, bro? Was it pain in the ass as always, or did you guys cremate it? Where'd everybody go? No, Xbox is relatively stable. Yeah. I'm actually really surprised when I come across a game that's got stability issues when I play the Xbox. On the Xbox. Where's all the tokens? I don't get any tokens because I didn't put a shot out on them? Is that what happened? Not my fault. I was looking at my watch. Nice, good job, Reeps. What up, Dark Side? For this build, I'd probably just run the St. Elmo's, by the way.
System
But it's too late. I already completed my builds. Because then you'll get the transfer. You know, you don't have to manually transfer the Lexington. You notice the Lexington's treated differently by the stash? I don't know why. Like you have 0 in the stash except the Lexington. Sonic! Woo! Lucky, baby. And it's a pesty. Yeah, I ended up getting 2. Yeah. I mean, I don't need 2, but I got 2. I mean, I wish you could give that one away. Where are we going? Following that dude, I guess.
System breach initiated. 10 minutes to lock down. Evacuate the facility.
Override safety protocol. Eliminate security breach. Failure to override protocol will result in a full communications shutdown.
Get back! Ah, you fucker.
Stop to heal!
Data transfer halted. Incoming. High risk hostile.
So what happens when they put on their things that might have turned off? Oh, that's so annoying.
Area secure.
You know, because
the administration building.
we're set to deactivate it, and somebody activates it. And what's going on, right? We got the Overlord, one of the worst weapons in the game. The KSG's good though, sort of.
Priority objective available, Agent.
Missions. think we've done pretty good for an hour and a half. Having multiple characters is definitely helpful, gotta say. So when you run into that
I know it's your favorite job. Need
bad
you to search
choice
the
thing, you
control
can
room
just
and
switch
find a
out.
server.
Ready for this? Idiot can never keep his head.
You guys remember the apparel event that came with this one? Boy, oh boy. It was fancy.
System breach. Initiating safety protocol.
Oh, I hate that you can't jump over that.
Nice job. You're home. Now, just need you to find another server.
System breach. Initiating safety protocol.
Target approaching.
I lost it? Or did I not hold the button long enough? I thought it activated. Oh, I can do it again. Hey! That timing. Oh, he sucks. He's fully loaded, that big boy.
Whoever said tech one more server and you can reboot the system.
It's crazy how far LMGs have come in this game, you know? Starting from a weapon that we wouldn't touch. Just kick my shield, bro. Lost audio there. It's all shady. Back. Ah.
System rebooted. Communications restored.
Call me a sheep farmer?
Nice. The plant's secure. Now let's get you.
What does
out of
that
there.
mean? They took the daily
Move to the
lock.
extraction point.
That you
Torres
can't.
is
You can
waiting
do it
for
more
your
than
signal.
once a
Keep up
day.
the
I
plan when you're ready
don't
to
do
come
those. What weren't they weekly? Isn't that what they were? Because people are doing the whole invite a friend, switch account, log out, log back, whatever crap, to avoid what? A weekly or a daily?
System curtailed.
Yeah, yeah, okay.
Heavily armed hostiles detected.
It's not by default, it's by tricking the system, basically, or whatever, you know. Playing with the system's emotions. Wow. Servers are doing great right now, huh? I found it actually hard to play with an audio glitch. I get confused. I get discombobulated.
Shoot off the flare so Torres knows you're ready to go.
Agent deceased. Hostile
Yeah,
striker
dude.
drone detected. System curtailed.
Attacking the enemy!
So blind grenades are so good. Flashbangs. They have a really hard time rolling out of them. You get a lot of them. It was a battle. What up, Grumps?
Helo inbound to your location. Hold tight.
It's crazy how many named items you get back here. That alone is a big W, man. Otherwise, you'd have to go in the open world and get boss drops. You know, getting the same thing all over and over again. Like the proxy. God, that
Let's get you home,
sucks.
Agent.
I always get the fucking proxy. God, that situation sucked with the audio. So credits wise, so 18 minutes, 104. Oh, it's because I think I missed a bunch of hunters because I was looking at my watch, right? I was like, that number doesn't sound right. Yeah, fireworks are a trip, right? The amount of money people spend on fireworks, it blows my mind. They're so expensive. Fireworks are expensive. Whoa. What do we get? Junk there. So we got the Overlord. And then I'm gonna cash in on this. Does did we finish the project on this one? Oh, I can't remember now. Yes. Okay. And then we were looking at party objectives, and I think we only have missions. So let's see what it is and maybe abandon it. Federal bunker. So if I abandon this, cool. We get activity. Let's hope it takes us back to the summit, or we're switching characters. Oh, that's good. We'll do that. Back to countdown. No. Poor TFD. Hey, Grumpy, when's the last time you died in TFD?
Received an invite to another agent's group.
I was just talking about that a little bit ago. I haven't died in TFD in like, fuck. I literally can't remember the last time I died in that game. And it amazes me that people are saying, oh, that game's not too easy. You guys, not everybody's got their gear on God roll or whatever. But like, when's the last time you died?
Communication relay offline.
Hyenas have taken over the power
TFD's
plant
jiggle
and triggered the
physics
lockdown
are
procedures.
pretty
Be
nice.
careful, Agent.
I wish we had a
Last thing
little
we
bit of
need
that
is
in the
an
Division
RC
too.
bomb in a
Just a
nuclear
nice little
reactor.
casual bump.
We need to get control of the experimental reactor.
Reactor unstable. Emergency lockdown protocols activated. 15 minutes lockdown.
Wait, where am I going? Not paying attention. Where am I?
System malfunctioning. An agent needs assistance.
Server, they're awesome, huh? Fucking jacked up again. Get him with a grenade.
System curtailed.
Oh, got me. Just jammed my system too.
Agent
Fuck is
vital
it?
signs 0. System back online.
Are they not going for all the fucking hunters? I think they missed one. I'm not missing out on my coins this time. I'm gonna go pick them up. Well, actually, I can't, right? Yeah, they missed one. I don't think they're taking that guy. Yeah, that fucking sucks. It's twice in a row. Stupid.
Agent down.
Your eyes have burned. What's going on? What's happening in this place?
High-risk target detected.
Does anybody do the exotic runs in the dark zone? I don't get lucky. I've done it several times. Get landmarks.
Area secure.
I've done it on level 32, and I just don't get lucky. I'm lucky if I get one. That was weird. One time I was in there and there was this guy that was going around farming level 30 people. It was super annoying. It's like nobody's here in level 30 to fight and you're going around shooting people in the back as they're taking on landmarks. It's super annoying.
Ten minutes to lockdown. Evacuate the facility.
The target should be nearby.
Hostile detected.
Quincy, what's your expertise level? I had some weird bench issues too the other day. It was a system glitch. It was the same thing, and I was like, wait. And I looked, and it wasn't a resource issue. I was full on all my resources. It was pretty quickly resolved. I don't remember what I had to do. Something basic. Log out, log back in, something like that, you know.
Area secure.
Agent, you should be able to access.
But yeah, the
that
crafting
experimental
bench.
lab now.
I was getting no error message. I had all my resources, and it wouldn't let me take it to the next level. Another blue screen.
Agent, priority objective available.
Do I have the huntsman here? That'd be a better gun to run during this. The huntsman against the hunters is really nice. It's so tanky. That's actually my new countdown build. Huntsman, striker, protection from elites. A little bit armor.
Agent, you've reached the lab. I need you to stabilize the reactor.
Oh.
You're in. Now, just need to find and destroy those fuel valves.
Evacuate the facility. 5 minutes to lockdown.
Nice work on the valve. Now, I need you to close the reactor's core.
Somebody get the core.
Destroy the magnetic core. You should be fine.
Sometimes I wonder if the devs even are aware that they have audio issues. Because they've been going on for a long time. Makes me wonder. Bill. Did we do it?
System reactivated.
Great work, Agent. The power plant is stable. Now get the hell out of there. Shoot off a flare when you're ready for Torres to bring you home.
I like that we only have one pilot, and his name is Torres. It's interesting with 4 characters and priority objectives. You spend so much time because of the access you have to priority objectives that they end up it ends up superseding your projects. You don't get to your projects, is what I'm saying. You know, you have your SHD one. It'd be a whole week process, which I guess is good. It's good, not a bad thing. Just nick at it, you know.
Hostile assault turret detected. System curtailed.
I mean, you always have them as a failsafe in case you hit a dry run. You just, all your characters have really bad RNG. Captain, oh Captain.
System reactivated.
It's cool, yeah. It's exciting for new players, you know, to have this kind of access to exotics. And he does a really good job about mixing it up as much as you want to. He knows. He knows I'm here. I could have a better hunter build. God damn it. On.
Agent down. Get out of there.
Took him out.
Torres is on her way.
All day.
Let's get you home.
All right, we won, except for that we lost against the audio.
Safe area detected.
Audio bug can kiss my ass. Yeah, because by the time you run one character dry, your other characters are going to be up. You got more I mean, 4 characters seems to be way more than you need. Probably 3 is good. I mean, obviously everybody's creating 4 characters, but it's got the rail splitter. That's good. Oh, I don't know if I need to save you, but I will. Capacitor. Damage to armor. All right, let's look what's next. Mission. It can't re-roll, so we'd have to decrypt and then abandon if it'll let us. Yeah, that's Roosevelt Island, isn't it? Oh no, that's the Pentagon. Yeah, we don't want to do that shit. Okay, so we're done with this character.
Incoming backup request.
Okay, so what I need to do, I need to equip the other build. And then I need to send this one to stash. Push over this. Stash has a bug again. And then we're gonna push those over. Oh, it's a visual bug, so I'm on my cap. See, that won't let me move anything. Thanks, Anti-Demon. I don't know, Turtle. I don't know. To be honest with you, it's a lot. It's a lot. I mean, we're basically getting what? Countdown slows you down a little bit, but that's 2 every 15 minutes, sometimes 3. And then it's probably going to average out 1 every 10, 15 minutes. I don't know. I don't know. 2 every 50 minutes. I don't know. But let's at least get all the SHD projects done. That's a priority. Let me see this one.
Entered.
Did we do this one yet? Projects? Yeah, we haven't done this one yet. So we need water. And then let's see what we got for party objectives. Resources, e-credits, no. So I'm gonna re-roll. No, re-roll. See bad luck on this one. One more. Ooh, that was close. So we got a stronghold or activity. Summit again. Before we do, let's go get some water. We're getting lucky with those summits. Trust me, they could be the descent.
A hostile control point detected.
Forgot to equip the build. Let's hope we don't run into any baddies. There they are. What is this one?
Come on! Flankers by the barrier!
I can't do this all by myself! Shit! I can't see them!
I'm gonna need you guys to get it done.
Lost someone!
Put it on story mode just for you. Get her done.
They got me cold here! All arms no good on my shield!
This position is shit!
Sniping me with his shotgun. We got them all.
Agent in need of backup.
Need a little bit more water. Here's one here. Oh, we got enough. Oxpecker! Emperor's Guard. Maybe I need status effects, I don't know. I ran this gun once. Okay, I could probably hold here for the time being. It's a little over 2 hours. So I could probably round out to a nice even 2 hours here. Let's see where we are with... Well, this guy's projects aren't going to be very complete. But the weekly one, let's see here. That would... I don't know. What do you guys feel? Is that one worth doing? I guess if you don't have anything else to do, but that's a long list. I mean, at least on your main character probably, but for each character, for 3 exotic components, it doesn't feel worth it because I can just get 3 exotic components by doing 3 priority objectives. You know what I mean? Let me go back to my main. Takes like an hour for 3. One every 20 minutes. I mean, it's not horrible. You're getting a bunch of other shit too. So I mean, the reward's worth it, I guess. But I guess I'm saying, like, to break from your constant exotics. I mean, we're getting an exotic in every single activity. It's a guaranteed exotic, you know.
Safe area detected. Agent requesting backup.
What I wanted to look at was my project status here. So I'm curious, like, on your main character, because you're just all over the place with your main character, right? So you're kind of accidentally doing some things. So we neutralized named outcasts, apparently. So I got a little time to complete that. This one, the legendary is complete. You can do that at least on your main character, right? SHD, obviously on all 4. The summit, at least on your main character. We got 6 out of 15 floors, so I'll end up completing that one. The summer project is doing pretty good. This one, we don't care about. That one I don't care about either. So what is this one? So take over mass control point, flooded levee, and Washington Monument. All right. No, I don't solo it, Seb. Yeah. I don't really like doing solos anymore. Kind of been there, done that. I've never done title, basin solo. I think I've done Roosevelt. I mean, I know I've done Roosevelt. Sorry, Capital. I don't remember if I've done Capital. Oh, I forgot to change the fucking build again. Oh, I guess it won't matter. I'm dying. Is it too late? Oh no, I'm on my main character. This will be fine. Sorry. I have an actual build on. It's fun for a while. I do like to do it, like, sometimes I'll do it to test the limits of a build. And
reinforcements en route.
You know, the thing is, like, District Union Arena is my testing ground usually, and I'll use Roosevelt Island as my testing ground when I need to test against drones. But District Union Arena has those 3 tanks at the entrance, and that's a good little DPS check right there. Also the garage, and then the middle, you know, when you're in the middle and you get those 3 chungas coming at you, and inside you have the 3 chungas coming at you. There's always these triple chunga situations that make it nice for testing.
Heavily armored hostile detected.
Because if you're standing in a really how do you say, vulnerable place, an aggressive position, you know. Want to see if you can pull that off. It's a way to test the limits of the build. Anyways, I use District Union. That's kind of why I'm soloing now. I've done a few solo runs this season. It's fun, you know. I don't really do it competitively for time or anything like that, you know. I don't really have anything to prove, or it takes a lot of dedication to do that. I'd rather spend that time making videos, you know.
Incoming hostiles detected.
But it's fun, man. A shout out to the people that do that, you know, that kick button, that stuff. I'm trying to make a video for tomorrow. I'll probably end up having to wake up really early to finish it. It's almost done. I was working on it right before the stream. But, you know, there's some incredible players out there, man.
zone detected.
Incredible fucking players. Just when you think you're good, you know. you see some dude. Oh man, yeah. And within that, you know, it's never, what I've found is it's never really one person either, believe it or not. You know, you might see one dude,
Supply room access.
like doing it physically, but all the knowledge that went into it is usually a crew, like him and his clan or his friends or other speedrunners that teach each other things, you know? It's really collaborative effort, you know? Because they'll have a way of doing it and somebody will pass on the knowledge of something they learned and they use that collective to shave off 3 seconds, you know? This week, or in general, I always change my builds. Seb, you know what I mean? Just because I'm always working on something, no other reason than that. So I don't have like a one answer for you there. What am I looking at? Project. Sorry, I forgot to track it. Always forget to track it. So the mast and then Washington Monument. Let's just get the Washington Monument, I think. So where's the mast? The mast is way over here. Okay, yeah, we'll get the Washington Monument. But for legendary, you know, you got a lot of cool options nowadays. Like if you want something easy and consistent and ready for whatever situation, I'd probably run Refactor, you know, because you don't know, I'm saying like, because you're random matchmaking, you don't know what the other team is bringing to the table. Skill builds usually are best for that situation. Otherwise, DPS does really good there too. You know, if you just want a standard striker build, that obviously handles that situation pretty well.
New contracts, agent.
Do we have the Gunrunner available today? It's Saturday, so I think so. We got. Can we take advantage of Danny? No, we got. Of course, we got 17 hours. He's never open when I need him to be. It's Wednesday and Fridays, every other day, yeah. St. Elmo's great. Yeah, St. Elmo's great. Big mag. For legendary, sustained damage goes a long ways. So damn tanky.
Reinforcements incoming.
Tech 9. Super gangster. I wish he held it sideways. From Compton, baby!
Detecting additional hostile contacts.
Right now, yeah, I'm running it's a random build, kind of. All armor, protection from no protection from elites. I don't remember what it's for. It's an out of cover LUD build, so it's a no skill build, no stack build. It's an old school build. Oh, all named item. That's what it is. I forgot about this one. All named item build. These used to be popular, like just for fun. But named items are really strong in this game, and so you're putting together the best of all the multiplicative damage, and you get really consistent damage out of it because, what is it? No stacking. You know, Striker's strong, but it's got stacks up and down, you know? And so it's less playing into averages and more playing into consistency. But it ends up being a little bit special this season. I totally forgot about this build. Because it turns out that your uptime on your bonus armor is like 100%. If you noticed. Did you notice? So that means you always have Intimidate. And that's partly due because, mostly, but partly due to the modifier system that gives you bonus armor on damage. So your bonus armor is taking damage to give you more bonus armor. And then you're getting more bonus armor on kill. So they never see your white armor. It's rare. And when it does, like, oh well, right? So it's a pretty cool build, yeah. So I got the contractors, foxes, a yawl, Golan, intimidate. Backpack is the bellstone. I'd probably, you know, you could even change the backpack to adrenaline rush. Might even be better. I might do that. And then obviously contractors and foxes, and then we're running the Brazos, Picar's holster. Pretty cool build. Now that I think about it, I might tweak it a little bit. There's a lot of named items, right? So, I mean, you could put on the Eagle's Grasp. And now we're going this way. I don't know what my mask alternative is going to be, though. What up, Mosley? But I think now that I think about it, I mean, this build, there's really no reason to change the build, but if you run perfect adrenaline rush on your backpack instead, then you'll get that 5% weapon damage. You know, a little bit of damage is going to be helpful. And then the health damage is nice. It helps you against tech and chungas. Obviously the red guys, but we just don't have a lot of... I mean, it's like 40% of the guys are health. And then after you break their armor, it's all health. But I don't know. I still feel like I want something different. But what would be my named alternative? The punch drunk? No, because we're not pistol. But what would be my named alternative mask? We don't have much there, right? I guess the Gila mask, the chill out. There we go. Shit. We'll fix the build after this. I don't know why I didn't think about that. I forget. Because it's so OG. This is the OG. It's an OG formula. You know? And it does work great. So there's nothing wrong with health damage. I just rather have something else, I guess. For the sake of having something else. So, and then we're leaning into the LUD and we're leaning into old school concepts. Almost like before the game evolved, but we, you know, just pure, clean, good old-fashioned weapon damage. You know what I mean? No reliance on skills. What are hyenas doing? Who am I fighting? Obviously, this is on normal mode, so notice that, you know, we're dying really fast. So obviously your DPS isn't going to be that good on heroic. Game kind of feels better on normal mode. There's games that are built like this, right? Just like really good time to kill, and
hostiles detected.
they'll just throw more at you. Let you lean into that power fantasy a little bit more. But it's also more immersive. Because, you know, real life, it doesn't take 3 million bullets to kill a dude. So project finished. 3 exotic components. A bunch of other crap. And we got something else. It was some sort of gear. Oh, these are the ones that VidGirl was talking about. She didn't get credit for these. What day are we on? Oh, crazy. It's for the exotic component farm, which is what we're actually doing. Yeah, so the exotic component farm is
supply room access.
The exotic drops and quality do not depend on the difficulty of your map. So obviously the lower the difficulty, the faster you go. And we've gotten in, I don't even know how many, 30 exotics? I don't know. I'm gonna count and have to wrap it up for you later. I haven't crushed them all, so. Let me see if I can find that mask. I don't have it here. It's on my backup character, I think. Let me check my inventory. Yeah, it's my backup, but that's what I would do. I'd put on the chill out. And then even without protection from elites, I could probably take off that Has Pro right there too and put on more crits if I wanted to keep this one. But I don't really need the hazard protection right now, so I'm not playing into it. Oh, there it is. And so we'll keep the armor because this is an armor concept. And then where's my stats? 6139. So I'm just gonna put on more crit damage, which gives me more armor, and then that makes it equivalent to a Grupo, right? More. Because Grupo can't give you 3. Yeah, it can, right? Yeah, so one's Grupo, one's the attribute, and one's the mod. Yeah, so it's basically a Grupo. Grupo would give you 1% more. But with this, we get that plus armor instead of crit chance, because we don't need crit chance. It's fine. Kind of a wash. All right, let's see here. Let me save this before I forget that I'm making this change. Yeah, so we got the answer, crazy. So you got the short run and gun version weapon here, and then when I'm playing from cover or need to pull some distance, I'll switch over to the LUD. I love the combo together, the Pierce and the LUD. to build into each other's weaknesses. And then you would want this on the salt link, and then your crits here, and then you'd load up your protection from elites is coming from extra padding, and so you're going to get 5% per blue core, which is 30%, and then it doubles, so you get 60% protection from elites. And then this one you would want to headshot damage based on your armor, and we got a lot of it, so headshots are going to hurt on those enemies. So I wasn't running this correctly earlier, I just was doing random. But this build hits. It does hit. We were running it earlier. You just got tons of armor. And the surprise, let's see if we can find the fucking backpack, because that's amazing. If I can locate my perfect adrenaline rush, I'd prefer that over Bellstone. There's also the named Cheska that crits and heals. You also have, I like the bonus armor, but you also have, what is the one called? The gift. You could do perfect versatile if you always wanted to switch. Anyways, I don't have adrenaline rush in here right now, so let's go see if it's on my backup character. I kind of delete them a lot because I don't use adrenaline rush, and now I'm regretting it. It's actually really good. Yeah, all your characters can still share loot. You buy a blueprint that shares the loot. So you buy it from Anaya, the crafting bench lady. Yeah, everything's shared now. Watch points are shared by default now. And you also have blueprints that you can buy to share. You can share your blueprints.
Entered.
And then resources. So gear, resources, blueprints, all that fun stuff. There's only basic materials is what you can't share. Also the death grips, those are named. We don't really need armor on kill though. So basic materials like water, whatever else. Water, food, tools. God, I don't know where this is. But see, I might have the blueprint actually. Do I remember getting the blueprint?
Agent in need of backup.
No, not that cool. I should have focused on the blueprints. I got lazy. Okay, so it's not on this character, which means it might not be on any character. Yeah, exotics dropping in the open world actually is kind of rare now. Yeah, I can go a week or two without an exotic drop. Easy. Easy. That used to be our source for exotics.
A distress call from an Agent Hoskins. Bell is ready to take you to Brooklyn.
But now it's all caches, you know. Yeah, exotic drops in the open world, shit. this doesn't happen. Yeah, I don't think I have this. All right, folks, I'm calling it because I got to get up early because I got to finish editing this video. I really want to get it out tomorrow so I can maintain my schedule, because I want to get I want to make sure you guys have your XP ready for Tuesday. Remember, that's the 5x XP event. So I'll either drop the XP video on Monday or Tuesday morning, and then I got a lot of other builds I got to get out your way too. So. And then, yeah. All right, everybody. Appreciate you. I will catch you later.